All right, welcome. So we're going to talk about the processing script, how to navigate your feelings and understanding your emotions, your quality of life. This script has transformed thousands of lives, not just women, but the most difficult shutdown men who have never even had feelings were able to articulate their feelings for the first time. And it's pivotal because what made my process of honoring my dad's death, as tragic as it was, simpler. I was able to make every decision and be fully present and then break down and then cry and then go back to the ICU and fully support him is because I know this processing script. I teach it. I've been teaching it for 22 years. And there's a language to talk about your emotions, but the challenge is most people talk about their emotions from their head, but they're not revealing them. And when we're not revealing them, the emotions can never leave. We can't heal. And what I mean by that is this. Yeah, I'm upset. Last week I had a hard time and I'm really struggling lately with my dad and I don't quite understand it. But time will heal everything. Now, do you see how mental that was? Versus I'm noticing how hard it is. I feel so much tension in my chest every time I think of him. There's like this hole that I bleed out. And when I see pictures, I want to run from them because I don't feel like it's okay to be happy when I see the pictures and be reminded of those memories because he's not here. And him not being here kind of shuts me down because he was my best friend. And I miss that. Okay, do you hear the difference in that? I'm revealing the feelings. You can feel them now. There's power in that. There's power in revealing your feelings. That's what heals. There's no power in talking about it. This is why we can get stuck in therapy talking about it and we don't feel like we're really going anywhere. We feel good that we talked about it. But in any aspect of your life, talking about it doesn't do much. Talking about it doesn't create intimacy, it doesn't create love, it doesn't create vulnerability, it doesn't really create an understanding other than mentally. But to really give yourself permission to reveal the feelings, that's where the power is. Just like in any movie you've seen, any inspirational movie you've seen, when somebody really shows up and lets the world know how they feel, you're moved by it. And that's the power of this script. So here's the first thing. Every thought and every emotion you have regarding your dad, you have to acknowledge it. And we don't do that. When your kids come up to you with a problem, you never acknowledge them. I'm so sorry you feel upset. When your wife comes home and she's having a bad day, it's like, I understand you're having a bad day. I feel really compassionate for you. We don't acknowledge our thoughts and feelings. Men have never even learned to acknowledge their thoughts and feelings. We just get rid of them, move on. It doesn't matter. He's dead anyway. Or why do I need to talk about it? Like, I just need to accept that he's dead and move on. So we have to acknowledge it. Because like a child who's upset and irritated and wants attention, if you don't acknowledge their feelings, you're pretty much saying they don't exist, you don't exist, and then they become more and more irritating because our feelings have to be acknowledged. And when we do, most of them pass. They just need to be acknowledged so they can pass. So you got to acknowledge it. Acknowledging it is the golden key to being able to accepting, because really what we're accepting is our experience, our feelings. We're accepting our feelings of sadness that dad is gone. We're accepting our anger that it's okay and it can move on. So we get so focused on trying to accept that, dad's gone, dad's dead, dad's in heaven, dad died of cancer, dad died of suicide. Well, it's hard to accept the facts because they're done and over with. And yes, we know that he's gone. It's the emotions we don't want to accept. It's the pain we don't want to accept. And if you accept the pain, you are in the process of liberating yourself from it. If you keep rejecting the pain, you keep it alive, okay? So this process is very gentle. It's very simple. I'm going to write some things down on the board here, and I'm going to walk you through. I've got some notes here because there's quite a bit, but it's in a handout. So here's the first step. If you close your eyes and just bring your attention into your chest, and I want you to think of just scanning your body with your mind. And what you're looking for is any sensation, any noticing, any awareness. Like I'm noticing my calves are tight. I'm noticing they feel like a Charlie horse. I'm noticing I want to have a massage because they're sore, and I'm noticing tension in my lower back, and I'm noticing there's like this stick that feels like in my chest, and I'm noticing the tension in my neck, and I can feel it in my forehead. And I'm noticing that when I massage this, it makes me feel irritated and frustrated. And gosh, I'm noticing I'm hot as I talk about it. I'm getting hotter, and my face is probably turning red, and I'm noticing myself getting upset because I don't want my face to become red, because then you're going to think it's red. And yeah, that's what I'm aware of. Good. Now, you just scanned your body and you have awareness. Why does this matter? Number one is all your feelings are in your body, and they get stored in your body, but we're disconnected. What that means is we're not really present to our thoughts and our feelings. And your whole life, your thoughts and feelings manifest. Your thoughts and feelings are where the pain is. The thought of Dad dying, the thought of him gone causes you pain. Feelings aren't in our head. So we want to actually connect. This is you learning how to be present with your journey in life, present with your experience, present with your pain. And the more you're present with that and can feel it, the more free and the more happy and the more joy you can have. Because if you're not present with the pain, you can't be present with the pleasure either. Because the body doesn't make the distinction between hurt, anger, insecurity, and love, peace, and joy. We do, because we'd rather have love, peace, and joy. But emotions are just emotions to the human body. The painful ones are heavier, so your body will be weighed down. The love, peace, and joy, these are lighter, more airy. I float. There's an ease to it. So just notice that. So you'll check in, you'll scan your body, and just notice. Say everything you feel, everything you're observing, everything you're sensing, it doesn't matter why. This is about you learning to be present and getting out of your head. And then just speak it out loud. And I'll give you the script for it. It looks like this. So when you scan your body, you're getting present to this moment. You're getting present to you. And it's, I am noticing, feeling, sensing, observing. And it's anything and everything. That's how you learn to be present. And then once you're present to it, you can really connect. And the power of this is when you connect to, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling frustrated, that's a good thing. You don't need to know what to do with it. And most of the time, there's nothing to do with our emotions. And that's where people get stuck, is we think we have to do something about it. And we don't know what to do. Well, if you don't acknowledge it, you're never going to figure it out, right? So you acknowledge it. Wow, I'm feeling frustrated. I'm angry. I'm really feeling homesick because Dad's not here. Okay, awesome. You just want to be present with that. There's nothing to do, nothing to figure out. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so you're feeling frustrated, you're angry, you miss Dad. Great. That's huge. That's you speaking your truth. And you can't go anywhere else until you acknowledge what you're really present to in your life. It's like if you want to get from here to New York, but you're not acknowledging that you're in Cancun with no gas, you're never going to get to New York. So here I am present. Once I connect with, I'm missing him and I'm angry and frustrated. Great, you just get to connect with that feeling. Because the feeling never lies to you. See, here's the great thing about feelings. Feelings are intelligence. Your feelings never lie. They will lead you to victory. They will lead you to healing. They will lead you to understanding yourself. But you can't get there. You can't get the answer, right? I'm angry because of this. There's no answer. It's not 1 + 1 = 2. You're angry because you're angry right now. That's all that matters. You're frustrated because you're frustrated. That's all that matters. You miss him because you miss him. That's all that matters. We don't want to attach reasons to it yet. We just want to be present and connect. Because if we don't get to presence and connection, then that's when we go numb and shut down. Okay? For those of you who, maybe shut down or still numb, this is awesome. I'm going to give you a bonus video on how to deal with shutdown and numbness. So, you're present and connected. Now here's the next part of your script. Okay? I'm going to erase this with my fancy dancy eraser. Okay, so you got to get really present. Bring yourself into the moment, and you connect with whatever you got present to. And the script's going to look like this. I am feeling hurt because I am feeling angry or sad or guilty. I am feeling, rage. I'm feeling insecure. I'm feeling ashamed. Whatever it is, I am feeling hurt because. I'm feeling angry because. And just draw a blank line. I'm feeling sad because. I'm feeling guilty because. I'm feeling ashamed. I'm feeling alone. And you put the blank there. And be open to, there's not just one answer. There could be lots of reasons for it. And you just want to explore what that is. And the beautiful thing about that is, as we're exploring, you're going to see that it's not just related to your dad. These are the same emotions you have many places in your life. So we're not just healing dad, we're making you a much more powerful, whole, intelligent person. Your feelings always tell the truth, but we don't know how to navigate through them. I'll give you an example. Have you ever had a fever? Have you ever had a headache? Was your body lying to you? Was your body just messing with you and say, hey, we have a fever here, but nothing's really wrong, right? You have a headache, but I'm just messing with you. It's not real. No. When you have a fever, your body is telling you your immune system's being attacked. When you have a headache, your body is telling you that maybe you're stressed or pressured, you got to keep, muscles are tightening, you're dehydrated, right? You're stressed, you're worried, you're in your head too much. Your body is letting you know how to heal and that you need healing. And if we don't acknowledge that, the body just assumes you don't care and it tries to figure out what to do with it, and it stores it. So we want to stay awake and present, connected. And as you do that, you're going to be able to help other people get present, connected, because we're all trying to figure out what the hell is going on, but we're really not listening to ourselves and communicating. And this is how you start. Like, I'm feeling angry because, I'm feeling angry because, I'm feeling sad because. And just leave it blank and notice what comes up for you. Your body knows why you're feeling what you're feeling. I'm feeling angry because, my dad never said I loved you. I'm feeling sad because watching my dad die the way that he did makes me feel helpless. Or I feel guilty because there were so many things that I never got to apologize for. Okay? So there's no one answer, there's no one right answer, and it doesn't really matter what the answer is. All of it matters, all of it means something, but all of it just needs to be processed and acknowledged, because sometimes we think we're guilty for certain reasons, but you find out that you're not. Like, I didn't think he saw me my whole life. I don't think he even knew what my gifts are. But at the end of my life, he gave me the keys to his life. He gave me all his money. He gave me the rights to decide whether I should resuscitate him or not, whether he should live or not. All those decisions were given to me when he and I had the worst relationship growing up. Like, it was that bad. We didn't talk for 4 years. So all those things I thought weren't necessarily true. Yeah, he was mean, he was an ass, but I was an ass to him too. So you start to open this up. You don't need to draw conclusions right now or say, oh, I figured it out. I'm angry because, all my other friends were angry when their dad died, and it's just because that's the way fathers and sons are. None of that matters. You just want to stick to what's true for you. I'm sad because he's not here, and if he's not here, I can't hear his jokes. Or I'm sad because I don't get to do barbecues with him. Or I'm sad because I don't get to go hunting with him anymore. And that's it. And you might find there's so many things that you're sad about, and that's okay. Because by the end of this course, you're going to start to see that there's going to be less grief, more peace, more understanding. And I guarantee you by the end of this, you're not going to feel like you've lost what you think you've lost. In fact, there's so much of my dad that's right here, right now. and it's like he's still alive. Okay? All right, so I'm going to scan your body. And if you need to just breathe and check in, do it. Just breathe and check in. All you're doing is feeling. You're coming back to your body. You're going to scan it, notice, sense, observe tightness, pain. I'm just sensing I don't feel anything, and just keep searching. And then get into, just go through the emotions. I'm feeling hurt because I'm feeling sad, or I'm feeling angry. I'm not sure what I'm feeling. I'm feeling tension. And you're going to get more clear about it, and it's going to start to flow. But once we get here and have clarification, then it becomes much easier, because each emotion, you'll find out later, reveals something, about you. And for most guys, anger is because, I didn't feel seen or heard or get my needs met. And sadness is, it's just natural. Your heart hurts. And it's because of the way that you're looking at it. And it's okay to be sad, because sad connects us. Sadness actually creates intimacy. Sadness creates understanding. It also creates support. People want to reach out to you when you feel sad. Sadness also leads us to being cheerful or more grateful when we are happy. So there's all good that can come out of this. All right. If you need to review this video, do it again. I know this is new and it can be a lot, but once you get in the habit, it's really simple. I do this with kids. I do this with CEOs. I do this with everybody. It's like the foundation for healing, for transformation, for living the quality of life you want to live. And so we get to navigate, the loss of our dad in a way that's extremely healthy and fulfilling. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.